Fit like Abdi, Danny Boy here, and welcome back to more Transport Fever at the races. It's the fourth race, it's the race of the champions. This race was, somebody commented saying that they would like to see a race of the best trains from each class being pitted against each other. So, we have done that. We've also got another beautiful sunset here, just as in the previous race. But they are all set to go. In the Steam class, the German 05003 is the current leader in the Steam class. The A4 is actually third, but the A4 does 126 miles per hour. It is actually the fastest train out of these six. So I'm not sure exactly how it's going to do. The German train is a top speed of 109, so it might be okay. The Chinese train is actually the slowest. It's only got a top speed of 106 miles per hour, but it is the current leader in the diesel championship. And second is the Amtrak, and it's got a top speed of 110. Now, I fully expect these two to just bolt straight to start, and we'll probably never see them again. The acceleration of the electrics far outweighs the acceleration of the diesels and the steam trains. So these both, the Norwegian NSB L20 I think it is, L18 is 124 miles per hour. It is second in the electrics class, and the Lufthansa BR 103 again is top of the electric championship, and it has a top speed of 124. So we'll just see how this gets on. We will set them to head to Ingeborg, and I may actually, because they are all different. Alright, let's go train. Why is this train 7? That's weird. We'll go BR 103 for you. We'll go NSB EL, or is it EI? It's EI 18. This is the GE P42, so we'll go GE P4 and 2. This sucker is the DF11, and our BR003, and our A4. Alright, so they are ready to rock and roll. We'll get started. Should be an interesting, eclectic mix of whistles and bells and horns at the start of this. So, without further ado, in 3, 2, 1, and go. And they are off. Oh my god. The electrics are away. We'll pull up the GE, because it's sort of in the middle. Right, these two are off. The electrics have made a break for it. The diesels are doing okay, but by far the electrics acceleration far greater than the diesels and the steam trains. I expected something like this to happen. I didn't expect the steam trains to be so far behind. Right, I better grab one of these, or they'll be so far around the map, we'll basically lose them. Right, the Norwegian train is in first currently. BR 103 in second. You are currently fourth, just. Steam trains, the A4 is last. Now, the reason I did not pick the Super Hudson is because it only had a top speed of 99 miles per hour, so it would have been left in the dust by everything here. It does do well in the single steam engine race, but where it really shines is the haulage. The haulage race is where it gets most of its points. So everybody is sort of on their way. These guys are already well past 100 miles per hour. Heading up to their top speeds of 124. The NSB train in stealth mode yet again. I love it in that black livery. It's awesome. That black paint job is sweet. The DF11 is about to hit its top speed. Ooh, just saved by the braking of this corner. So it's staying up there. Now, the A4, our fastest train, 126 miles per hour. But the 003 does beat it in acceleration. So it's going to need a sort of fairly decent run and get up past 109 miles per hour to get past it. And if they do get up past 109 miles per hour, they will start to catch the diesels. So our electric trains are fairly far in front. Excellent. So they're going to be finished probably by the time the others reach the top of the map. They're already at, I think this is Stans. Yes, they are already at Stans. Although the diesels are still there in the background. We'll jump on with the GE. Right, you're currently doing 100. You are doing 101. You're doing, both of you are doing 95. So whether they can catch these two, that'll be interesting. I am fairly curious to see how this turns out. Now, you're slightly gaining, but you're on the inside track, so you're going to slow down quite terribly there. The electrics are back on the acceleration. There we go. We can just see the smoke from the diesels and the smoke from the steam trains in the background. Right, so they are heading to the top of the map. So they've got a fair bit to go. They're just passing Sarnen. How are you two getting on? Now they've slowed down, but you two will have to slow down as well. Although you can negotiate this corner slightly faster than those two. The diesels actually ain't that far in front of the steam trains. I think the steam train acceleration from a standing start is quite slow, but I think once they've actually got a bit of speed, they can accelerate quite quickly. So they may actually catch these. But we'll have a look at our electrics. The 103 still in second. The Lufthansa Airport Express. Very nice. Now, your next destination will be Interlaken. Let's check back here. You are kinda trying to make a move for the DF11. These two up here are down to 60 odd miles per hour. But the acceleration of the electrics is just so fast. There's not a hope in hell that anyone else is going to catch them. 103 seems to have pulled away from the A4, which is decent, and it does look to be sort of catching. Is it catching the diesels? Not particularly. The NSB sort of pulled just in front of the... Get a nice shot as they pass through the trees there. Beautiful. Class A4 trailing at the back. They are getting up to 80 miles per hour though. These two are both now at 100, which leads me to suspect that they can take this corner at full speed, which they can. So he's at 106. You're at 110. If you can get up to 109, they'll start gaining. 105, 106, 107, 108, 109. So he should start to gain on the Chinese train. It's only 3 miles per hour. You're now at 110, so you'll start to gain on all of them. They have a fair bit to go before they have to slow down. See if this train can hit its top speed. No one has slowed down yet. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5. Ooh, almost. But it managed to get back in the game, managed to catch up with the 003. How did they catch? They never actually caught the diesels. The diesels managed to stay just in front, or they may have caught the Chinese train. I can see the electrics in front there. You might be a victim. Your acceleration is keeping you in the game though, although he's about to pass 106 now. Yep. He'll start to close again. Very nice. You're now at 109, so you will start to close again. So the diesels might not actually win. Now they aren't at the top of the map yet. There are still quite a lot of straight or fast fluent sections to go. The NSB is still sort of holding its lead. There are the diesels in the background. Now this is where the steam trains die, because they're going to have to slow down and then accelerate again. Maybe if the engineer and fireman in there can sort of launch coal into the boiler fast enough, it'll be good. Right, they're back on the acceleration. So you're already up to 76, which is decent. Do you slow down here? Ah, you do. Okay, that's why they were going so slow. Right, these two look to be reaching the top of the map. They are. No sign of the third place GE. Let's actually move you into third, because that is your current position. Right, round they go, round the bridge at a very slow 45 miles per hour. Now they'll start to head down here, and as they do, they'll see their counterparts on the opposite side. There we go. There is the GE train. Still in third, so a fair bit behind. They're going to be slowing down. These two trains are going to be accelerating, and there are the two steam trains on the other side. Nice. Now this could go down to the last bridge, or at least this section here is pretty fast. Now let's jump on the DF11. Right, they're coming up, but they're going to have to slow down. This is a slow section, then it'll be on a fast section. We'll be able to tell by watching these two in front how fast they can go. So the BR103 has taken the lead. Well done. Actually, two Germans in this race. The 103 and the 003. Right, you do slow down for this corner quite significantly. I thought you'd be able to hold it faster, and then you'll hit slow down going, this is a fast section, slow down here, fast section. Okay. So you need to get a move on, try and get away from the steam trains. The A4 is managing to keep more speed on this outside line than the 003 is just. But the acceleration of the 003 is far greater than the A4, it looks like. Already up to 70, 75, so he's a 5 miles per hour in front. Now they got up to about 90, so if you can best 95 or something, you'll gain an inch or two on them. Maybe. Right, these two in front. Ooh, this is a slow section. Look at the water. It'd be cool if there was an ice mod. Not to make the all of the water ice, just to make some of it. Kinda cool. Alright, our Lufthansa Airport Express is getting out in front just. The DF11 is still trying to challenge the Amtrak train, the GE, for third. Where are the steam trains? Coming round the corner now. I think they've had it. They are now too far behind to sort of make any difference. We'll just see how they get on in the home straight. The home straight ain't going to be long enough for them to catch. We still can't actually see it yet, but it is there somewhere. The bridge. Oh, it's a way down here, so we've got a while to go yet. I would say they're about maybe 3/4 of the way. Still another quarter of the race to go. Come on, dude, speed up. Go. I thought the A4 would do better. There's the diesels. The diesels are now a fair bit in front. They're doing 103, so they both got up to 103 there. Let's see how fast these guys can get up to before they have to slow down. The two electric trains are going at full speed at 125 on whatever section of the map they are on. So you're at 96, 97, 98, 99, 105 to beat before you slow down net. Just not enough acceleration. I mean, the A4 only got up to 90 before having to slow down. So you two just passed that section going into Brienz, which is apparently quite a fast section. 103 still in the lead. We are coming back down towards Stans and Luzerne. How are you getting on? Okay, kinda. Right, how fast are you going? 110 and 106. You're up at 91. Now the corner should be coming up soon. It is. And you're right down. And then you come down. How fast are you going to get up to here, buddy? There they are rounding the corner there. 107, 108, 109. Surely, there we go. Top speed for the German train. The A4, if it can get a move on, may be able to gain some ground on it. $116 there, 17, and then it slows down. So where are you two? You are coming down past Stans. We'll get a nice view in Stans. Bridge side view. The road that leads to nowhere. The NSB is actually a fair bit in front of you now. Not sure how that happened. But our diesels should be approaching swiftly. We'll get a sort of cool, sort of camera view as they fly past. They are doing 100 miles per hour. I haven't taken into account the fact that these two were absolutely miles in front. It's taken ages. Go forward a bit. Right, they should be... Here we go. We should see them any second now. You're up at 92. I'm gonna wait, because as soon as I click this, they'll go past. There we go. GE and DF11 there. The steam trains are coming up, but it looks like these two are on the bridge for the home straight. And they've got up to 124 well before they even got onto the bridge. Which is interesting. They will have to slow down here. And then they will be able to speed up again. So that may give the steam trains a chance to at least close the gap. They won't pass the diesels. Looks like diesels are coming onto that sort of straight now after this corner. We need to keep an eye on these two, because they will be finishing soon. Looks like the Norwegian train has it for the moment. And I fully expect the GE to pull away from the Chinese train on this straight. So, looks like a third for him. Now, you are at 84. You've got some slow corners to negotiate. They are way out in front. So we shall see. You're almost at the finish line. Let's keep an eye on these two. Yes, the GE gets up to its speed of 110. Well done. And it only just hits its top speed just before it needs to brake. Right, NSB train, how are you getting on? So they're past the bridge before the steam trains even arrive on it. So a definite win for the NSB. Second place, the 103, which I highly expected these electric trains to win. I thought there would be more of a challenge between the steam trains and the diesel trains. Let's jump on board with you. You are doing 100 and something, 109. But they're already into the corners before you start accelerating. A4 did relatively poor, or very poor. Oh my god. Are you going to lose your place right at the end? Should be good. You might actually pass him. The A4 is sort of... Ooh, it's closing. Ah, now it's slowing down. Okay, right, GE, how did you get on? Looks like a third place for the GE. Fourth is going to be the Chinese train. So even though the steam trains had slightly higher speeds, their acceleration just couldn't cut it. Well, the BR003 never had a higher speed, only did 109. It was the second slowest train on the go, but the slowest was the Chinese, and it managed to get there in fourth. You two actually aren't that far behind. You closed the gap at the end there, but it was too little too late, unfortunately. And fifth place for the 003. Last is the A4. Boom and boom. So there you have it. The NSB, the champion of champions, the 103, the second of the champions, the Amtrak, the GE, and the DF11 finishing in the middle, and the steam trains the last. So the acceleration of these electrics compared to diesel and steam is fairly phenomenal. They just took off at the start and that was it, gone. There were instances where the steam trains were gaining on the diesel trains, but with the diesel trains having slightly higher acceleration, they did manage to stay in front, and quite a fair distance in front at the end, to beat the steam trains. So I was curious how that was going to turn out. I know this train, the A4, has 126 miles per hour, but with the acceleration, it doesn't really make any difference. It's still going to be beaten by new age sort of trains. But there you have it. This is the last race on the snowy Alps. We shall be heading over to the America map next for the next 3 races, which will consist of freight races. So I am looking forward to that. This was a slightly longer track, or it seemed longer. There were slightly longer videos, and I'm fully expecting the freight trains to take a hot minute, because they're not going to be very fast, and when they're doing the haulage of the 1 kilometer long trains, they're going to be dead slow. But it'll be interesting to see how they get on. But anywho, as always, that's been it for me. If you did watch this and you'd like to leave a like, comment or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if there's more you would like to see in the future, then hit that subscribe button. But I've been Danny Boy. This has been Transport Fever at the races in the snowy Alps, and I will catch you later.